Ever met someone who just pulls people in? They light up the room, get everyone laughing, and conversations with them just flow. What's wild is it never looks forced. It's not about being the best looking, having big status, or shouting the loudest. Their secret, that magnetic quality we call charisma. This is the Charisma Blueprint podcast, the place where men stop being invisible and start becoming unforgettable. Every week, we unlock the psychology, the tactics, and the mindset that turn ordinary guys into natural leaders. If you're ready to own the room, attract respect, and live life on your terms, welcome to your new blueprint. Charisma is really just the art of making people feel at ease, engaged, and genuinely drawn to you without them even knowing why. It's not about trying to show off or forcing attention. It's about how you make others feel in your presence. The big misconception most people have is that charisma is some inborn talent. You either have it or you don't. But that's not true. Charisma isn't a gift, it's a skill. And in today's video, I'm going to break it all down for you. We'll go through a few common things people believe make them likable. Because while those things aren't completely wrong, they won't give you real charisma. Instead, I'll share 3 powerful concepts that will actually make you naturally magnetic without you ever feeling fake or like you're trying too hard. And trust me, I know this because I've been on the other side. Back in school, I was painfully shy, always the quiet one in the background. I wasn't hated or anything, but I was invisible, especially around girls. I'd overthink everything, afraid of saying the wrong thing, so I usually just stayed silent. That went on for years until around 17 or 18, I'd had enough. I was done with the awkwardness and the anxiety. That's when I started diving into books like How to Win Friends and Influence People and How to Talk to Anyone. They were helpful, but I quickly realized something. Most advice out there only teaches you little surface level tricks. And tricks might help in the short term, but they'll never make you truly charismatic. Things like remembering people's names, keeping strong eye contact, or even lightly touching someone's arm while talking, sure, those can help. But real charisma doesn't come from memorizing social tricks. It comes from something deeper. And I'd break that something deeper into 3 main concepts. 1, giver's energy. 2, unshakable presence. 3, the first mover rule. Let's start with the first one, giver's energy. Think about the most charismatic people you know. What is it that makes them magnetic? It's not just confidence or body language. The real reason people are drawn to them is their energy. Specifically, what I call giver's energy. At its core, giver's energy means having pure intentions in your interactions. Instead of thinking, how can I get this person to like me? Or what can I gain from this conversation? A charismatic person naturally thinks, how can I make this person feel good? And here's the important part. It's not about forcing it or being overly polite. It's about being authentic. People can sense your energy, even if they don't consciously realize it. If you approach every interaction with a transactional mindset, people will feel that. It makes the vibe seem forced, awkward, even manipulative. On the other hand, when you genuinely enjoy making others feel good, they pick up on it immediately, and they're naturally drawn to you. Think about when someone gives you a compliment that feels real, or laughs at your joke in a way that isn't fake. That creates instant connection. And the best part? Giver's energy isn't about tricks. It's simply expressing the positive thoughts you already have, but usually keep to yourself. If you think someone has a cool jacket, say it. If someone tells a funny story, actually laugh. If someone's passionate about something, show interest instead of just waiting for your turn to talk. Most people think these positive things but never express them. They assume the other person already knows, or they're afraid of looking weird. But the truth is, everyone loves authentic appreciation. Now, does this mean you should start handing out compliments like candy? That comes across as fake. Giver's energy isn't about being overly nice or trying too hard. It's about noticing what you genuinely appreciate in others and actually voicing it. Charismatic people don't need anything from you. They're not trying to win the interaction. They simply bring light, positive energy into the conversation, and people feel good around them because of it. So next time you're talking to someone, stop worrying about how you're coming across. Instead, focus on making them feel good in a real, authentic way. That alone will instantly make you more charismatic. 2, unshakable presence. If giver's energy makes people like being around you, unshakable presence makes them respect you. It's that calm, steady energy that makes someone feel like a leader, someone who isn't easily rattled by what others think or say. At its core, unshakable presence comes from one simple belief: no matter what happens, I'll be okay. That mindset changes everything. It takes desperation out of your interactions, makes you more attractive in a natural way, and helps you stay calm under pressure. People are drawn to those who don't seek approval, but instead stand firm in who they are. Most people spend way too much energy worrying about their reputation, how they're seen, what people think, whether they're being judged. But truly charismatic people focus on their character. Reputation is just what others perceive. Character is who you actually are, your values, your integrity, the way you treat people. And here's the truth: reputation is never fully in your control. No matter what you do, people will always have opinions. The only thing you can control is your character. The moment you shift from, what do people think about me, to, am I living in alignment with my values, everything changes. You stop seeking validation. You stop over-explaining. And ironically, people respect you even more. One of the fastest ways to build unshakable presence is through brutal honesty. Not in a rude way, but in a way that shows you have nothing to hide. Charismatic people don't say things just to please others. They mean what they say and say what they mean. They don't exaggerate, pretend, or twist themselves to fit in. And because of that, people trust them. When you have nothing to hide and nothing to prove, you become incredibly powerful in social situations. You no longer need to convince anyone of anything. You just speak your truth and let people react however they want. Another thing you'll notice about people with unshakable presence: they're not obsessed with every single interaction. They're not thinking, I hope this person likes me. Instead, they have a bigger vision, a purpose that matters more than short-term approval. Whether that's building a business, mastering a skill, or just becoming the best version of themselves, that deeper purpose gives them a natural confidence. And here's the paradox: when you stop caring so much about how you come across, people actually start paying more attention to you. One of the biggest mistakes in social situations is trying too hard to prove yourself, explaining, justifying, impressing. But the truth is, you don't need to convince anyone. If someone doesn't get you, that's fine. If someone doesn't like you, also fine. Charismatic people live by a simple rule: this is who I am. If you connect with that, great. If not, that's okay too. When you no longer need approval, you become naturally confident. And when you combine that confidence with giver's energy, you turn into the kind of person people not only like, but truly admire and respect. 3, the first mover's rule. If giver's energy makes people enjoy your presence and unshakable presence makes them respect you, then the first mover's rule is what makes them notice you in the first place. Charismatic people don't sit back and wait for things to happen. They create the moment. They're the ones who start the conversation, introduce themselves first, or set the tone when everyone else is hesitating. Think about it. You've probably been in a group where no one knows each other, and the silence feels heavy. Most people just stand there waiting, hoping someone will break the ice. Charismatic people don't wait. They go first. They're the first to say, "Hey, I'm Alex, nice to meet you." The first to crack a lighthearted joke. The first to ask a question that gets the ball rolling. And when they do that, something magical happens. They remove the social pressure from everyone else. Suddenly, people feel more comfortable, and they naturally gravitate toward the person who took the lead. Here's the mindset shift. Most people think, "Do they like me?" before showing interest. Charismatic people flip it. They think, "Do I like them?" Instead of waiting for approval, they give it first. A compliment, a question, a smile, genuine enthusiasm. And because they lead with warmth, others feel seen and valued. But it's not just about conversation. The first mover's rule applies everywhere. When friends are stuck deciding on plans, should we hang out this weekend? Where should we go? Most people hesitate. Charismatic people make the call. Let's do Saturday at 7. This restaurant looks great. I'll handle the booking. That kind of decisiveness signals leadership, confidence, and responsibility, traits people are naturally drawn to. Here's the secret. You don't wait for confidence before taking action. Confidence is built by taking action first. The more you practice going first, whether it's breaking the ice, showing interest, or making decisions, the more natural it becomes. And remember, the first mover's rule isn't about being the loudest or most dominant in the room. It's about setting the tone and making it easier for others to engage with you. When you combine all three concepts, giver's energy, unshakable presence, and the first mover's rule, charisma stops being a performance. You don't need to memorize tricks or fake confidence. People will simply feel good around you, respect you, and remember you. That's the essence of true charisma. That's it. Giver's energy, unshakable presence, and the first mover's rule. Practice these and you'll naturally become more charismatic. If this helped, follow the podcast and share it with someone who needs a charisma boost. See you in the next episode.